I am fucking brain ow. I am fucking brain dead today. And this is just what I feel like doing when I'm brain dead. Is I literally just wanna sit here and just mindlessly grind. Oh, that's today. Right, right. I knew you had the trip. It's just I have a problem with dates. Unless I am constantly reminded or I have something programmed into my phone, I can never remember what date anything is on. I would legitimately forget my own birthday if I did not have it programmed into my phone. I wish that was a joke. Struggling with stream overlays? Oh, I know that feeling. Let me know if you need any help. I'd be more than willing to offer any advice or any help that I can. Listen, Gaz, you know me. You know I'm bad with dates and I'm bad with numbers. I, it's a problem. And I'm not sure if it's the ADHD or if it's the autism or if it's something else, but I am so bad with them. But yeah, don't mind me as I'm currently wandering around Ishgard's housing district because I logged out in my apartment last night, so this is just where I popped up at. Hello, Kanatsu. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good Thursday. I do, it's fine, but yeah, this time I got a nonstop flight. Oh, nice! That'll be a lot easier. It's about a 2-hour flight, like, nonstop. It'll be a lot better on your nerves. Especially without having to switch, like, flights or anything. Heard you like mindlessly grinding, so we put some mindless grinding inside of your mindless grinding and called it Final Fantasy XIV. No, mindless grinding inside of the mindless grinding is Destiny, and you will never convince me otherwise. And to be fair, the main reason why I'm doing the mindless grinding right now is because I'm actually working on getting my free company up to rank 6, because we really want to get a house before they're all taken up in Imperium. Um, and the newest lottery just started, but we're only about a third of the way through rank 5. Um, so it's gonna be a little bit. I spent a while last night actually, because if y'all follow my Twitter, we were still having some HC issues yesterday, so I ended up being off my computer for most of the day yesterday, and then was on last night when it was cool enough to, and I spent a while grinding fates. I actually made a friend grinding random fates in like the final area of Endwalker too, which was actually really cool. I have the aesthetic, but I can't find the right size and layout for things. Ah. Something that can really help you if you're doing things in like a photo editing program or an art program like Photoshop or GIMP or something. Uh, Make an image that is the same resolution as your gameplay, so usually 1920 by 1080. Um, and then just size that down in order to figure out how large you want like your gameplay or whatever to be, and then you can fit everything else around that. So by having that one reference image around, you can actually just move that around to get like figure out how thick you want your borders to be and how you want everything else to be. That's actually how I came up with this one. Um, to make sure that like I could have my overlay because I want an overlay. I like my overlay. But also make sure that the gameplay was still the main focus of what I was doing. Should log into your FC Tune today and help with that. Yes, please. The more people we have helping out, the better. Fate grinding is one of the best ways to do it, but also just doing your dailies will give some progress towards it. Crafting stuff will give some progress towards it. Um, all that fun stuff. We try, we do be trying. And I appreciate all your help, show, because I know you've been a big contributor to getting us up to the rank that we currently are. I'm a graphic design smooth brain using Google Slides. That's fair. You should still be able to use the recommendation that I gave. Just like I said, using a 1920 by 1080 image, and then just sizing it down inside of Google Slides. As long as you make sure you don't distort it, aka it remains the same aspect ratio as you change it up and down, that should work just fine. And I see the average wait time for my queues going up. This is also the problem with, like, the fact that I like to play this game, early in the day on Thursdays is, I'm East Coast, so there's hardly anybody on my data center. So my queues are stupid long. And I play DPS, which does not help either. They're all 1920 by 1080. There you go. So yeah, like I said, as long as you scale things properly, without distorting it, it shouldn't really be a problem. Let's see. I'm level 70. Theoretically, I could go, like, do Fates and Stormblood areas while I'm waiting on, queues to pop. Ah! I feel the love! Ow! I got, like, an hour more of work to do, and then I will hop into grind. Hell yeah! Just not satisfied with the size of the game capture window and chat box. That's fair. I have a fairly narrow chat box on mine, which I know is not the best for people who are watching on, like, mobile. But I figured it was a good compromise to, still have, chat visible. While on stream, and also, you know, have it visible during, like, VODs. So I can upload this to YouTube and people can see what the fuck I'm responding to. Because that's, I'll admit, that's one thing I actually dislike about the trend where, a lot of VTubers have minimal to no, overlay. Is when you go to watch the VODs, which is how I watch most of my friends nowadays, because I can hardly catch anybody live. Because I'm working so much, like, I'll look up to see, like, what they're commenting on in the VOD, and there'll be no chat anywhere. So I have no idea, like, there's no context to what they're actually responding to. And it makes me sad. Speaking of overlays, I'm super excited to do an overhaul of my layout and notifications later in the year. Oh, hell yeah! Always love seeing people get upgrades. That is a cool model. I want a T-Rex model so badly now. That's awesome. Oh, thank you very much for the hydrate, Kanatsi. Cannot play PC right now because I cannot keep my knee desk on my legs currently. Yeah, you really need to get a new monitor, dude. That way you can actually use your desk. But also, I really do hope your ankle feels better soon. Let's see. And yeah, by the way, please give Yogi some love. They twisted their ankle at work and are now laid up because of it, so give them some love and good vibes for healing, please. I should probably just go teleport to somewhere in, like, Stormblood areas and just farm fates over there. I think I need to actually get the aetheryte currents in this area anyway, so... Because I don't think I have flying in, like, any Stormblood areas. Yeah, I do not. Well... Oh, hey, there's a fate over there. Well, I mean, you know, getting hurt in general is usually the big suck. Oh, of course, I go towards a fate, and that's when the queue decides to pop. That's how this always goes. Oh, let me go. Okay. I was about to say, what the fuck is this? I remember this now. Alright. Also, don't mind if I end up having to click my abilities a lot more as Reaper than I do as Dragoon. I actually have my tooltips turned on so I can actually remember what all my abilities do. Whoop. Because I am actually learning Reaper. Because I picked it up when Endwalker came out, but that doesn't mean that I remember, like, anything. The more I replay some of the stuff, especially working on my Dark Knight, the more I love Xenos as a villain. Xenos is a very interesting villain. Like, do I think he's as good as some of the villains like Emmett Selk? No, absolutely not. Emmett Selk is and forever will be my favorite villain in this game, I think. But Xenos actually is pretty damn interesting. Yeah, take my money. Thank you for resubbing, Ensand. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going well. We doing roulettes today because I am brain dead today and cannot think of anything else to do. Just woke up, gonna get on Final Fantasy XIV. Hell yeah. I don't know if you saw the ping that I put out into the Discord server, but the newest roulettes for housing just started, which is part of the reason why I'm on, because we are very close to getting well, I say very close. We're fairly close to getting rank 6, like like a third of the way there. So we can definitely get it within like a day or two, I think, if we're all on and grinding fates and the like. I actually do not remember this hardly at all. It's really nice to have those types of villains in a game, just to be able to work against them and hate them and not feel bad for it. Oh yeah, no, like, unapologetically evil villains are actually a lot of fun. I was actually, talking with, someone about this earlier, like, joking about the, about how his obsession with the Warrior of Light is just at kink, and like what kink specifically it was. And I think we ended up determining that he is actually primal prey. He's not a masochist, as one might think. He is he is primal prey because he wants to fight his best against somebody and eventually be overwhelmed. Xenos is combat sexual. Like I said, he's primal. He's a primal prey. We are missing our healer. Oh, fun. Oh, thank you very much for checking in, Ensand. Whoa, where are you going? I can 100% see that totally primal prey. Exactly! Exactly. Oh, and thank you for checking in as well, guys. I feel the love. Thank you, show. Am I Morbin? I don't know, maybe. I still actually haven't seen Morbius, so I still have no idea what that refers to. I just know it's a Morbius thing. He wants to submit, he wants to be brought low, and he wants it to be a massive fight. But he's just too much of a badass, and no primal predators can top him. Exactly! That's why he's obsessed with the Warrior of Light. Because the Warrior of Light basically took one look at him and went, "Get fucked." And he went, "Oh." Whoa. There we go. I don't know why, like, me discussing what the various kinks of Final Fantasy XIV characters are has become such a thing amongst me and my friends, but it very much has. And it's very amusing. Beat the Warrior of Light, what, 2 out of 3 times in Stormblood? Yeah, something like that. Thank you for the hydrate, Gaz. Yeah, he beat the shit out of the Warrior of Light pretty soundly in Stormblood. But we do roundly kick his ass, and we're one of the few foes who actually managed to get back up to kick his ass. Like, I think that says something. For part of the reason, like, why he was so obsessed. Because even though he beat us, he did not end us. Because we're too badass for that. So what's the primary kinks for the Scionson, except for the twins? They're underage and we won't go there. Oh yeah, no, 100%. We do not speculate on the twins because they are in fact children. Even if people like to forget that. Alphino and Alize are children. Fuck. Ow. Success. Oh god. I forget what I have to do. Nope. I got smacked. Okay, that's fine. Ow. There we go. Emmett Selk. Oh wait, he's not a Scion. No, he is not a Scion. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Thank you. Smack me into my body. Emmett Selk has got a lot of shit going on for him, though. But you cannot convince me that, like, Thancred is not one of the people that would insist that you call him daddy in bed. Like, he is not a daddy dom, but he wants to be called daddy. Ishtola is straight up femdom. And probably actually a mommy dom on top of it. Lise, I actually feel like would probably end up being the most vanilla out of all the scions. And yes, I know she's technically not a scion anymore, but you know what? I'm still counting her. She's vanilla. And we love her for it. Can't wait till I'm far enough to get what what all of you were talking about. I mean, you've gotten introduced to some of the characters. You've met Thancred, you've met Ishtola. You haven't met Lise yet, so Thancred is kinky and that he likes to pull hair, do a doggy style, and be called daddy in bed. That's it. He's not kinky, he's French vanilla at best. I mean, maybe in, like, a Realm Reborn, you can't tell me that him being possessed by Laha Bread did not, like, make him, like, have some sort of kinks to deal with whatever trauma Laha Bread put him through. Sorry, don't mind me as I'm trying not to get killed while remembering what my rotation is. But yeah, no. Like I said, like a Realm Reborn, or a Realm Reborn, Thancred, definitely like French vanilla. I can agree with that. Especially because he thinks he's such hot shit. I think that pushed him super straight edge after that. My headcanon is Thancred was hooking up with a Limsa girl. That girl was possessed by Bread and used the act to body swap. It's why he goes less appeal player, more straight edge into Dadrid. I don't really actually agree with that. I fully believe that that he ended up like becoming way more kinky to deal with that bullshit. Especially given the... Oh, hey, speaking of Xenos. Especially given the fact that, that's implied that the reason why he got possessed is because he was, the one looking into how the Ascians, like, function anyway. So, you know, there's all that fun shit. God, Xenos, why are you so weird? Come back here. At least he's not screaming a test of your reflexes over and over again. But I can definitely see where your headcanon for that comes from, though. Ow, that hurt. No, get out of the way. Finally unlocking the new line trade. Oh, Aglaya? Hell yeah. You'll have a fun time with that. I loved Aglaya. Even if I had to constantly, like, go through it over and over again because of, not getting the armor. Ow! Ooh, that hurt. That sucked. You get the minion yet? No! And I'm so mad about it. I have everything from that raid except for the minion. Oh boy. Like, I have the full armor set. I have all of the, I actually have, like, all of the, words. I have all of the, oh, I have all of the, orchestrion rolls. I have the card. Like, I literally have everything except for the minion, and I'm so mad. And I'm still really pissed that you got it second try. There we go. Yeah, nothing I can use. Yes, yes, I know you're terribly amused. I'm still angry. Thank you for the hydrate. Great luck. I know you have, greatly. Yeah, I know. I know. Smartass. Xenos can test my reflexes any day he wants. Listen, as cool as that final battle was, I don't want to do that again. Do I want to fight a bunch of Morbles? Not with that short a time remaining. By the way, show, if you're on, I'm going to be, like, doing fates over in the Azim Steppe for a while. In between roulettes. Good evening, Fox McCloud. Welcome on. How are you doing today? Oh, I just realized I have a new class quest that I could do. Do I have to fight you? Yeah, actually I do. Lovely. This is going to go poorly. Oh yeah. This is going to go very poorly. Nope. Run away. Run away. Run away. Nope. I'm dead. Fuck me. All right. That did not go well. Go away. Alright, well, back to the Azim Steppe again. I should have just fought the Morbles. Ooh. Oh, there's another one over there. Let's see what this is. At least for the most part, stuff will leave me alone. For the most part. Hey, there's also still parts of the Azim Steppe that I haven't technically gone and explored yet. Listen, when I was going through Stormblood originally, I speed ran this shit. I did not want to play this much at all. So what drew you to Reaper, and what do you enjoy in it over Floor Tank? Hey! In all honesty, I started playing it because it was a class that worked off of Dragoon. It worked off of what I was already familiar with. And you, like, Kanatsu, you know me. You know I'm an edgy bitch. So obviously, you know, I enjoy the edge. And I am completely unashamed about that. But also, like, it was also just another thing where it's just like, oh man, it starts out, you know, higher level, and I can use a lot of the, the same, equipment that I already had for, Dragoon, on Reaper. So it also saved in, like, gearing up. Once I'm out of cutscene, I can join you as healer? Hell yeah. I know my, my daily queues will definitely be a lot faster if that's the case. Because, man, DPS queues suck sometimes. Ah! Ice skulls! Why for violence? When I say floor tank with all the love in my heart, when I'm not my white mage, I'm usually my Dragoon. I know. And I know, like, the more I protest against it, the more people are gonna call me that. It's just like, on the other hand, like, I am actually very damn good at my job as Dragoon. Like, I am very rarely down. So, like, when people just kind of just go herder, you know, floor tank at me all the time, it's just like, man, I actually did my job and, like, learned my job. And learned more or less when not to do my, animation lock abilities. Ah, good, it works. Just checking. Oh, yeah. No, it works. Trust me. Not to say that, like, I have an issue with people calling me that in general, because, to be honest, I really don't. Like, it is a... Oh, God. This is going to be going on for a minute. Oh, hey, show! Thank you for coming by! Well... Hey, how's the team? Yep! Yeah. Thank you for the 5,000 biddies! What just happened? Those, donated biddies, which means that Sutter... The throw strength is a bit high? No, it's, Trust me, this is default knockback. Yeah, I know, it's loud. I'm being autoed by biddies. Oh god. I might be able to make that a sound effect for these. So you could order me with biddies. Fuck. I might had to ask Infinity to see if he has a soundbite for Oraim. Yeah, this is gonna be going for a while. It does stop eventually. It does. It's just, it's gonna be going for a minute. Maybe have stop for the entire time, because, I'll up the donations in that game. Oh god. I think if I change the sound effect, it is guaranteed to go for as long as the sound effect, or as long as the thing plays for. I don't think I can set it to only go for a certain period of time. Oh god. I got Duty Roulette. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're almost done with this fate anyway. There we go. Now I can do my roulette. I have no idea how long it's going to take for me to get back on the screen. Oh, card. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. Welcome to Chaos. I felt the energy of trolling and it summoned me. Well, you definitely came to the right place. I did. Ah! Perfectly timed applause. Holy fuck. You are, in fact, a force of chaos. I don't think anybody would argue that, Skulls. Ah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Maybe the sun will be over by the time I get back to my desk. You're good now, Kanatsu. It's done. Oh. That was a lot. Oh, thank you so much for the biddies, though. Is it safe to come out yet? It is, in fact, safe to come out yet. You're good. Oh. Chaos Australian is chaos. It now actually just feels very quiet now that there's no other sound. And you know what? I'm okay with that. This fucker has a doom mechanic, doesn't he? There's a reason my about was just chaotic good down under boy for the longest time. Yeah, you know what? That's accurate. Oh. Fuck. Oh. Gotta go on the light panel. There we go. Okay, I was right. He does have a doom mechanic. Oh, thank God it ended. Yeah, it ended literally, like, right after you left. Whoop. When it finally settles down in that even though we are coming back from patrol, I can't come home. Ah, sad. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. 1 month, 2 patrols after this, and then it's off to my new place permanently. Oh, nice. At least it's a short period of time. Like, it still sucks, but it's not the worst. Did it land on it? No. Well, damn. Come on. There he goes. Oh, okay, we're going over here first. Ooh. Not into the AoE. When I get my model going, I'll be sure to set up the object thrower so you can get revenge. You gotta. You gotta. I believe Tits works for 3D models as well now. Otherwise, you always have Tifa. Also, whenever you want to torture me with whatever thing it is that was going to make me angry, send it to me, Lilith. I was without connection when you messaged me earlier. Oh, yeah, no, I was going to send you a picture of, my roommate having, cracked a knife somehow. Like, my roommate's parents gifted him a set of, expensive knives, and then he has somehow managed to crack the chef's knife. Yeah. What brand of knife was it? I want to say it was Wolfgang Puck. Wouldn't happen to be a Damascus steel knife? No, absolutely not. Besides, you don't want to get, quote, Damascus steel knives unless you actually know who's making them, because 90% of the ones on the market are literally just laser etched. And they are absolute shit. Never mind, that explains it. Oh? I mean, to be fair, said name brand celebrity trash knife, heard that. Ah. I mean, fair enough. I would never buy a knife set named after a celebrity, to be completely honest. But I'm not the one who bought them. I'm not even the one who asked for them. But also, said roommate has a habit of, like, inexplicably breaking things. So, in all honesty, like, it's still kind of just one of those things of how and why did you manage to do this? More chaos! Oh no! We go again! Goodbye! think you broke it. I came back on the screen. I think you might have broke it. I'm still gonna be pelted for a while, though. 100% of Damascus steel on the market is not true Damascus, only stuff on the market is folded steel. No, 100%, but also, like, 90% of even that is just laser etched for the pattern. Like, it's not even, like, properly, like, folded steel or anything. It is literally, like, the fakest fake Damascus steel that you can get. Which is why I say that, like, you know, you shouldn't buy that shit unless you know who's making it anyway. To be fair, in terms of strength, laser edged folded, fake folded steel would be stronger. I mean, yes and no. If they're using shitty steel, it's shitty steel. And most of the ones that I've seen like that are shitty steel. Fucking hell, it's still going. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, this is the other guy with the Doom mechanic. But I think his is the same as the previous one, where if he afflicts you with Doom, you just gotta run onto a lighted panel. And at the end of the bits, there will be a pause and then a bottle. Probably. Or may just come in with the last bit of the bits. Fuck. There's no Doom glorious silence. There is no Doom mechanic. Then, am I thinking of the hard version of this, or am I thinking of another dungeon entirely? Because I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of these. Let me target the thing! Another dungeon entirely. That's, you know what? That's fair. I do not remember a lot of the earlier dungeons, like, in the slightest. Oh. I've done Karn and hard Karn so many times. You know what? That's valid. I can finally hear my music again. Ah. Oh, hey. Another fate. Let's go. Now, going for trials. Might as well just go down the list. Wish I could stick around and watch be Edgelord Reaper instead. Watch Lilith be Edgelord Reaper instead of taking naps. Listen, I'm actually more likely to die as a Reaper than I am Dragoon. Like, bar none. I am very good at Dragoon. I don't know Reaper hardly at all. Should probably get back into 14 at some point. Maybe actually play my stream character for once. Do it. Yeah, no, like, totally do it. Play Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, hey. Hello, Insant. Well, unfortunately, I cannot join this fate, but... I can party up if you want to have short queues. Yeah, after this one, we will. Oh god, of course it's fucking Bismarck. Hate. I am so sick of Bismarck after how many times I have had to fight this thing for mount grinding. But yeah, no, definitely come play with us. Come join our free company. Ah. Thank you for the hydrate. I got off because tired and going to chill watching streams till I pass out. That's valid. It's late where you are, show. So, no worries there. Thank you for the biddies. Pain. There might be a bit of a jolt in my stream character as soon as I get to where... Whoop. Ah! Naomi is. I'll switch characters over so I'm playing Naomi again. Enough. Ah! Goodbye! Thank you for the biddies, show! Okay. Oh, I just realized we have another Reaper in the party. Hell yeah. I'm also so not used to this phase taking this long. Because I've only fought this thing level synced a very small handful of times. But like when you're mount grinding at level cap, this fight is so obnoxious simply because you cannot speed through it. Because there's so many different phases to it. You literally have to sit there and go through every single phase. You cannot phase skip like you can with like E3 or any of the other primals. And it is actually the worst. Also, if it's your first time through on this boss, like, legitimately, sometimes people will also yell at you if you don't DPS, like, quick enough. Listen, yes, I'm impatient. I admit to this. I am very much impatient. Oh, hello. I have never pretended to be anything but impatient. I'm just glad I have more of my rotation in this than I did in the other dungeon. I still don't have, like, everything, obviously, but it's not too bad. And then I think next is the Gunbreaker coming up. Cool. Imagine patience. I can't. I have no patience. No chill. There we go. At least that's not too bad. Oh, I just realized. Oh, yeah, no, I just realized that was the normal version of Bismarck. There you go. Hello, Insand. They're slowly getting up there. The actual, like, credits amount doesn't reflect how much technically I think we've earned up to this point, simply because I have spent some in order to get some actions and stuff because I was leveling crafting classes. But yeah, like, ranking up from level 5 to level 6 requires like almost 100,000 credits. Imagine dragons. I don't have to imagine dragons. I got plenty of dragons. Oh, is that the gold doggo? That's a pretty doggo. I still need to get all the dogs because, yeah. They shouldn't, theoretically, they shouldn't be too bad. I do not want to do main scenario yet. Let's do alliance raids. It is not the gold doggo. Oh, I see. It is just a doggo with gold on him. Yeah, I want the gold doggo too. We need to go grinding Stormblood mounts at some point. It's Biakos. Ah, okay. Fair enough. It is a very pretty doggo. I have to admit. Although, I'll also be honest with you, because of how quickly, like, I went through Stormblood and how little of it I actually remember, I don't remember Byakko in the slightest. Yeah, I know you've been wanting to grind them. The problem is that our schedules don't match up very often. Um, but yeah, I do not remember Byakko in the slightest. Uh I do not remember most of the Stormblood bosses. It's an optional trial, so I'm not surprised. Oh, then I probably just haven't done it yet. Might take me a minute to get in. There will be updates, and I have to figure out how to give my give Squeenix my monies for subscription. Fair enough. Void Arc! Oh god, I haven't done Void Arc in a hot minute. I don't remember this one being too hard, though. Oh, I just realized my music stopped. Hold on. Musics! There we go. Luckily, because I keep using Final Fantasy XIV Lo-Fi as the background music in streams, it is very easy to just pick a new video from the recommendeds list. Missed one payment and they canceled the recurring payment. Yeah, that happens. To be fair, a lot of places will do that, because, like, they'll make you have to, like, quote, fix your card, and then it's more or less the same thing as canceling the reoccurring payments. At least here in the US, that's how a lot of things work. Also just very confused because, like, I pay for all of my stuff in Final Fantasy with PayPal. Because occasionally when I have a little bit of extra money after, like, paying bills through commissions, I will occasionally buy myself something nice in this game, and this is also how I pay for my game subscription. Which, by the way, I found out that apparently, because I stream this game, I use it for content, my subscription is a tax write-off, which I think is kind of hilarious. But yeah, so, like, I pay through everything through PayPal, but apparently in some regions, like, you cannot use PayPal for this, like, at all. Like, the only way you can is to use Krista payments as, like, a workaround. And that is so bizarre to me. Because, like, I buy something from the Mog Station, I just get it straight through PayPal. No big deal. Oh, we got 3 Reapers. Nice. Nope, get away. I'll help these people out with this one. There aren't too many people on this. Oh god, why is it on me? Please stop attacking me. Why is there not a tank on this one? That's fine, we killed it anyway. What I find funny with Twitch payments in Australia is technically it is a hobby. As long as they don't keep to a strict schedule, the money earned is considered untaxable. Interesting. I know my taxes are considered in a weird gray area. Like there's like you have to make above a certain amount, in order to be taxed. Otherwise, it like all gets given back to you anyway. And I'm actually below that amount. So, taxes are bizarre, in general. That is kind of cool, though, that at least where you are, it's considered untaxable. So, like, out of curiosity, do they, like, have limits for, like, you know, how many days in a row you have to be doing something, like, consistently in order to be, in order for it to be considered, like, more than just a hobby? Oh, that's a nice hat. Honestly, the gear from the Void Ark looks really good. I might pick up some of it, like, later, in order to use as Reaper glams. Where are we going, guys? Everybody's just like, where? I don't know where the fuck we're going. I actually need to go and, like, finish the rest of these. Because I was working on them at one point, but never actually, like, finished them. Because it was a pain in the ass trying to get anybody to actually run them. Because it was right around the time that Crystal Tower actually became required. So everybody who hadn't run Crystal Tower, like, was just running Crystal Tower, and running specific other raids was just not happening. Unless you were willing to sit there and wait for over an hour. And the same is actually true of the Evilise raids as well. Like, I've got the first one of those too, and I've completed it, but I can't do any of the other ones because nobody was queuing for them at the time. So maybe I can actually do those now that people have, like, you know, done other stuff. No, as long as there is no real schedule, it is a hobby with no defined money limit. It could be argued in court that as long as I don't ever schedule the streams, I don't have to pay the tax. However, I feel like I won't win that case. Yeah, that's fair. But I bet you a lot of people 100% do use that as a, like, 100% do use that as a way to avoid paying taxes. That is really cool, though. Like, that makes this so much easier to do as a hobby, too. I love how the ninjas just fucking Naruto run their way through the dungeon. We've got a Lalafell named Bubble Beam. Makes freelance work super easy too, as long as you don't set deadlines, it's free game. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Like I said, that definitely makes, like, the cost of entry a lot easier. Because a lot of people, like, I know at least here in the US, have avoided, doing anything that would monetize their streams because they didn't want to deal with taxes. Ooh, I don't know what this is, so we're just gonna... Ooh. I don't know what that did, but okay, fair enough. Don't mind me, just gonna be a hobbyist landscaper. I feel like there's probably restrictions on, like, different fields. Like, you can't be a hobbyist in certain fields. Like, I feel like that would be a restriction that they'd probably have to put in place in order to keep people from, like, taking too much advantage of it. You'd think, but it is vague and people have weird hobbies. You know what? That's fair. If it works for them, then fair enough. Like, I sure as hell ain't gonna argue. And like I said, in all honesty, it sounds like a good system. Because it also means people are able to learn things a little bit easier too, and see if they want to make it into like a full-on job. Oh god. Oh god. I tried to run away from people. Did not work. It is good. Allows people to make things as a hobby and get money back to invest in the hobby. Yeah, pretty much. Like that's exactly how I was kind of looking at it. Like that is actually a really good system. It'd be interesting if we could have something like that here in the States, but unfortunately, like getting any kind of legislation like that to pass would be a pain in the ass. Also, can I just say, I love the aesthetics of the inside of the Void Ark. Like, it's very Geiger, and I love it. Like, these are the exact same aesthetics that I went absolutely nuts over when it came to, the trailers for Endwalker, and, like, showing the towers and everything like that. Like, this sort of biomechanical look. I love it. I love it so much. Ooh. Because, like, if you look closely at the floor, like, you can see what is very clearly, like, meant to resemble bones and the like. Oop. Like, like over there, you can see, like, what looks like spines and stuff embedded into the floor. And if that is not the coolest shit. Okay, so on a completely different topic, I found out earlier today that apparently there is an Oyster MLM. Um, I was not aware of this. I became aware of this because of YouTube. Um, if anyone's on TikTok and like you've come across like those lives of creepy fleshy thing. And you've come across those lives of people like hucking oysters, I can't apparently talk, for, um, for, like, the pearls inside, and then, like, you know, the people who are, like, watching the live, you know, are, like, buying them and stuff. And then, like, they advertise, oh, you know, you could do this too, and all of that. Yeah, apparently that's all in MLM. Multi-level marketing, aka pyramid scheme, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, so, I was not aware of that being a thing. Also, apparently, a lot of those oysters... Oh, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, like, I recognize that not everywhere, like, has issues with MLMs like the States do. So yeah, MLMs. Multi-level marketing, aka a pyramid scheme. But yeah, so, what happens with these is, basically, with these, like, oyster MLMs. Whoop. Ah! Why did I get smacked? I heard M&M's first. Oh, no. MLM. Multi-level marketing. But yeah, so... apparently, a lot of these places will also, like, take farmed freshwater pearls, and then, like... Oh. And then, like, stick them, into, like, these, baby, oysters. And, like, they are very baby oysters. Like, so baby that they basically look like, razor shell clams, but they're not. They're just, like, immature, oysters. Can we attack that? Yeah, we can. And, like, basically those oysters are just killed, so they can stick the pearl inside of it after it's been dyed to a funky color to make it look more appealing to somebody who, might want to buy it. And, like, that is terrible and, very much, unethical. Because there is no reason for, like, a baby oyster like that to die. Ow. Just so that way, like, a pearl that it didn't even produce could be shoved inside of it. But yeah, it's really obvious that they've been, like, shoved inside, too, because they will very frequently be, like, they'll be baby, clams, so if you, or baby oysters, so if you know what to look for, like, it's very obvious that this is way too young of an oyster to have produced this thing. But on top of that, not only will the pearls be, like, ridiculous colors that could never happen in nature, but they will also, not even be inside of the oyster flesh. They'll be on the outside of the flesh. So, like, when you crack open the shell, the pearl will just be sitting, like, on top of the flesh. Honestly, pearls are overrated and we shouldn't glorify them. No, I agree. And I understand, like, that they are pretty, and that there are ethical ways of farming freshwater pearls. Believe it or not, there actually are. There are ethical ways that does not, tries to explain to a kitten why they should invest in Chocobo coin. Do not invest in crypto coin. Just, it's a bad idea. But anyway, as I was saying, words. I had them. And then I lost them. Ooh. But yeah, there are ethical ways of doing it, but this is definitely not one of them. And then, like I said, somebody just made a fucking MLM for it, which also just confuses the hell out of me. Like, there really is an MLM for everything. There's an MLM for vacuum cleaners, for knives, for, like, so much shit. And it does not make any sort of sense to me. But then again, I am not the target market for said MLMs, so I guess it's not supposed to. There's an MLM for everything, including MLMs. Honestly, I'd believe that. 100% I would believe that. I've finally acquired my gold-bordered glaive in Destiny 2. Nice! Good job! I'm honestly surprised it took you that long. Weird spider lady. It was only introduced this season? Oh, I see. I see. Well then, good job getting it so quickly. I still really need to get in and, like, actually do, the Witch Queen campaign for Destiny. I've been slacking. But also, like, I have just been so hyper-focused in on Final Fantasy XIV and doing commissions that, like, I just haven't had the time. Because, like, right around when Witch Queen came out, you know... you know, we had, Endwalker and, all of that come out. And then I completed Endwalker in 3 days. Because I did not sleep. Ooh. In fact, some of you may remember when I tried to stream some of it, and, had a 15-hour stream, and then certain things happened, and I decided that I was no longer going to stream it because I didn't know what trigger warnings to give. Talking about MLM and shady companies like that, did you know that there's an MLM sponsor in Formula 1, if I recall correctly, that has been banned, reformed under another name, banned again, reformed again, and is still active as a sponsor? I did not know that, but I 100% believe it. Like, straight up 100%, that does not surprise me in the slightest. Especially knowing how MLMs are. I have bad news, though. The shader you wanted is probably going to be unavailable until next year's Guardian games. That's fair. Honestly, I kind of expected that. It's my own damn fault for not getting on when the shader was available anyway. I'm giving the healer Bubble Beam the commendation because that's just hilarious. Minion! That is a cool coat. I just want the minion. I don't care about anything else. Give me... I'm probably not going to get it. I rolled a 40. If anybody else is rolling for it, they're going to get it, but I'm going to try. Damn. Yeah, I didn't get it. Oh well. Car racing sponsors get real shady the deeper you dig into them. I believe that. Like, I 100% believe that. Any sponsors are shady if you dig, I believe. There are some good sponsors out there, like, in general. Is every company's history going to be 100% clean? Absolutely not. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. But, uh, there definitely much more shady ones out there, like, in general. Also, yes. Oh, hey! Alexander! AK, I do not remember this fight, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I did this fight with Gaz, and we basically tore right through it, which is probably what's going to happen here. Okay. So, intercept the Goldie things. Ooh. Ah! Run away! Alexander, Iron Fist Alexander, the warrior jar? No. That would be cool, though. We do, in fact, love our warrior potboy. Okay, what the fuck do these... Ah, that's what those do. Alright, good to know. Reminds me of the YouTube channel that made a video about the shady companies in racing, sponsored a Formula Drift team, and then got called out on shady business practices? What? Excuse me. What the fuck? Although, in all honesty, like, it's a wonder that many more MLMs don't get shut down. A couple of friends of mine, unfortunately got involved in one of those, like, super shady, nutrition ones. Like, where they're pretending to be, like, meal replacements. Because said friend, you know, was disabled and, you know, couldn't really work a normal job at the time. So, like, she got taken in by the idea of this company, not realizing how bad it was. And it's one of those, like, I genuinely don't remember the name, unfortunately, but it was one of those, like, the company, like, actually got in a lot of trouble for like lack of quality control in their products, and got people, like, really, really sick. Hello, Eden Koto. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Thursday. We are just doing some dailies and grinding in Final Fantasy XIV and talking about MLMs currently. I'm doing good. How are you? I am brain dead today. I'll be completely honest with you, but otherwise good. I have just been stuck with my brain in I don't want to do anything today mode, but I needed to do this, and I wanted to stream today. So this is what we end up with. Hooray for the soapbox. Also true. But yeah, no, like MLMs suck, and they really end up like taking advantage of people, especially people in like not so good circumstances. Um, and it makes me sad. I see you have some exotic butter. I do. We do have some exotic butters for chat. Don't mind me as I'm literally just jumping around because I don't think there's enough time to go try and do a fate while waiting on Q to pop. You know what? There's enough time to at least head towards one. That's fine. It's better than running around in a circle. At least I feel like I'm doing something if I'm heading towards one. But yes, we love our exotic butters here. It's actually too bad that I think Gaz may have popped out of chat. Because Gaz is the reason for the exotic butters. You need a tank? We could always use tank, because I've got Ensand here as a healer.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, Meloxos. Welcome in. But yeah, so yeah, no, if you want to like come find us and join us as a tank, you are more than welcome to. After I finish my roulettes, which this is the last one for right now, I'm actually just going to be grinding fates in the area. And honestly, tanks are always super helpful for fates. Oh, wait. They actually got here and there's actually still time before I get pulled into the roulette, so let's kill some things. Let me log in really quick. Alright. We are currently in Mateus on the Crystal Data Center. See, this is also one of the things that I genuinely really love about this community, is people will just, like, pop in, hey, smacking me with things, but thank you for the hydrate, is that, like, anytime I stream this game, or, like, very frequently when I'm just doing stuff by myself, like, we end up getting joined by just random people, and, like, just random people say hi and talk, and it is honestly the coolest thing. I actually made, speaking of, I actually made a friend while I was grinding Fates last night. Because like I said, I was grinding in the final area of, Endwalker, which I will avoid naming just because, spoilers for people who haven't gotten there. And while I was grinding Fates, like, I had somebody just randomly, you know, who was also grinding Fates, pop in and start chatting with me. I love this community of people who just pop in and pow. Yeah, pretty much. But that's just normal bullying in my chat. But yeah, no, like, just started chatting, and then we ended up partying up and talking for a while. And it's really awesome. Like, I love making friends that way, just randomly. It was super late at night, too. Like, it was 1 in the morning by the time I hopped off, which is... actually not the reason why I slept through my alarms today, believe it or not, because that's usually when I go to bed. But, you know. Beating up some turtles. Better than beating up tons of dragons, which is what I was doing last night. Yeah! Fate complete. Whereabouts are you again so I can join up? We are in the Azim Steppe. I don't know if you're that far on Naomi, but we are in the Azim Steppe, directly like northwest of Reunion. I'm here, but I can't find you. This is the map. So, like I said, we are northwest of Reunion. So, like, over by Ansel Hakir. Nearby the mole settlement, if you remember where that is from Stormblood. Oh, hello! Your X and Y? 27.8 X and 16.7 Y. This is part of the reason why I leave the map up, so that way y'all can find me. Where would that be world map-wise? Literally, Azim Steppe. So, like, if you teleport to Reunion from the Azim Steppe and, like, go north, you'll find us. I may have to... Can I invite... Cool. Yeah, and then I need to redo the, Well, there we go. Having a tank and healer in the party means instant, Q. I'm okay with this. Praetorium. This is the second time in a row I've gotten Praetorium out of the new stuff. I haven't actually gotten to see the changes to Castrum Meridianum then. Yet. I've completely forgotten how to play this game. Oh no. Well, you'll have a chance to remember. Reunion has striking dummies that you can redo your rotation at. Once we get back, we'll be doing fate grinding, which means that it'll be a lot easier to be able to remember how to do things. It's so short. Yeah, it's so short compared to... I haven't done Castrum, like I said, but Praetorium is definitely a lot shorter than it used to be. And I'm really sad that the Ultima fight's no longer in it, or Nero's 5-minute speech. Legit. Because I always do main scenario at the end of all my other roulettes. I used to go make food during Nero's speech, and now I don't have enough time to, and it makes me sad. Like, Praetorium was also a lot of fun in general for just being able to, like, in general, just being able to, like, chat with the people that, that you're going through with. I think you've gotten ahead of me. I can't find Azim Steppe in my list, unless I haven't gotten a crystal in that area yet. Yeah, like I said, that's actually a good, like, halfway through Stormblood, I think, when you get to the Azim Steppe. But yeah, we can always, like, go and, fate grind somewhere else, after this. I just figured I'd go to the Azim Steppe because they're the ones closest to, my current level on Reaper. Which is just what I've been leveling. Although at least also with the sheer amount of experience that, Praetorium gives, I should hopefully level up off of this. Whole reason I stopped playing was I caved in and started skipping stories, so I lost interest. Hence why I'm doing the story proper with the stream character. Understandable. And yeah, this is a game where, in all honesty, unless you are that in love with the mechanics of the game, you kinda do need the story. Especially because, like, the game also does a lot of storytelling through its mechanics. Like, a lot of Endwalker, like, some of the bits in Endwalker that, I know some people may have had some, like, have questioned the design choices of. I actually think were really good because it was a fantastic example of storytelling through gameplay. But if you don't know what's going on in the story at that point, then obviously, yeah, you're going to question what the fuck is going on and why you're having to put up with this, you know, like sudden stealth section, and why you're suddenly so weak in doing a thing. But yeah, I also think that Joe Cat's video on this game is honestly a fantastic watch if you're one of those people that like wants to give in and skip the story, because he basically says the same thing of just like, unless you are that in love with the game's mechanics, the story is going to be what the draw is. Oh yeah, I love Joe Cat too. Joe Cat's fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite content creators for his Monster Hunter content, his D&D content. Just fantastic. My internet is dying. Oh no! Ensan, no! Here's hoping that that your internet will rally and like not die. But yeah, because he mentions that like it took him something like 300 hours to get into Final Fantasy XIV, but that's because not the healer, not the healer. To be fair, like I still think we can power through these even without a healer for the most part. None of these are particularly difficult fights. Words, but like it took him like 300 hours to get into Final Fantasy XIV, but he got into it, you know, after all that time because he finally started paying attention to the story, because he finally started actually reading, you know, what's going on in the cutscenes and paying attention, and then realizing that the story for this game is really fucking good. And like, that's also why like I try to encourage people as best as I can to also like pay attention to the story of the game. Like, if you're not in love with the mechanics, pay attention to the story, because that's going to be what really like gets you through this game, because the story and the writing is fantastic. And I mean, if you're just in love with the mechanics and don't care about the story, then fine, sure, you'll be able to continue on like on mechanics alone. But the average player is not going to be able to do that. And if you're not paying attention to the story and you're not, you know, enjoying the mechanics on their own, there's a good chance you're not going to have fun. And that makes me sad. Especially because I genuinely love this game. This is, bar none, like, top 3 of my favorite games of all time. And the other 2 spots on that list are Legend of Zelda games. So... I keep forgetting how short Naomi is. Yeah, you made her fucking tiny, dude. Didn't you make her, like, as short as an Aura could be? Hey, yo, Blue. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Thursday. Oh good, a tank that actually turns the boss away from everybody instead of turning it into a Beyblade. I appreciate you. People who turn, like, bosses into Beyblades, even in, like, you know, easier content like this, drive me up a wall. Beyblade, you say no! No Beyblade! Boss is not a Beyblade! Doing alright, just popped in for a bit while Grandma and Sis are visiting. Fair enough, it is lovely to have you by. You missed some chaos earlier. Ensand and Skulls decided that they were going to yeet me off the fucking screen. Still amuses me to see her elbow high to the bunny girls. I mean, to be fair, Viera are just fucking tall. Thank you for the hydrate. And I'll do it again! I know you will. Thank you very much for the posture check. I am, in fact, sitting up straight. Oh, shit, right. This isn't the fucking elevator anymore. You don't get to take the elevator ride down. Viera are big ladies indeed. They really are. But we love them for it. Although, Yogi, didn't you just recently, create a Benui boy? Ah! I feel the love, thank you. But yeah, didn't you create a Benui boy, recently? Benui boy, yes. We do love the Benui boys, even though their welcome emote is too powerful. I honestly wish I could be even shorter because the character I based her off of is even shorter. I mean, yeah, but to go even shorter than that, you'd have to go Lala. Said to me, I'm Benui boy. Yeah, you and Sho both. Like, the Benui boy welcome emote is just... It's too powerful. Because you got the wink, and I can't. There we go. And now we have to destroy the poor mecha. Destroying the door. You know, I'm kind of sad that we, that, like, as far as I know, the Sermit doors like this never show up again outside of A Realm Reborn. Or, I guess, they never show up out of, like, these particular instances. Which is kind of sad. Like, there's a couple instances where I think they'd actually have fit in pretty well. Although, you know, I was never a part of the game, like, back when you could actually skip the cutscenes for, like, these final two areas in A Realm Reborn. But I am glad that they ended up making them unskippable. Like, sure, maybe it's a little bit annoying when you're going through, like, roulettes, but I think it's nice that, Sprouts actually get the chance to see the cutscenes without being left behind. I don't know why my internet is tanking, but it's been doing that a lot lately, and it's pissing me off. You may need to go yell at your, internet service provider, then. Like, if it's been a consistent thing, fucking yell at them. I have to, like, get on mine fairly frequently. Like, this guy, he still monologues, but his speech isn't nearly as long as it used to be, and it makes me so sad. Because, like, this used to be the perfect time to go get food during this. But you can't now. I mean, I guess theoretically you could. It's still, like, fairly long, but it's not as long as it used to be. I don't think I could make chicken nuggies while going through this scene anymore, and that makes me sad. Be right back getting Taco Bell. I mean, you practically could with the way he was previously. Oh man, I just had a thought. My internet has developed an interesting habit of dying exactly when I get back home from work. Ooh, rude. Wait, do you work normal work hours, like a normal workday work hours? Because it could be that your internet's just being throttled because everybody's getting home from work around the same time. Oh, maybe it's because people I live with watching 3 different live streams on 3 different devices? Yeah, that'll do it. Unless you have really good internet, yeah, that'll do it. Throttling Pog, yeah, pretty much. A lot of ISPs will noticeably throttle the internet during certain times of day, and when people get home from work is one of the peak times for it. You may also notice some issues with it being throttled like super late at night too. Don't ask me why that's the case, but for some friends of mine who are on AT&T, I want to say, like they have gigabit through AT&T, like their internet consistently gets throttled at 2 in the morning every single night. And like we've actually caught it happening too, like running tests like before and after, not via speed tests, because a lot of ISPs will prioritize network traffic if it's being done with a speed test, but like through other means, and it's consistently 2 a.m. even though the company denies that. Of course they're not throttling the internet. Why would you ever think that? I'd agree if it wasn't the router dying, not the internet to it. Every router we get from our ISP does it. Get your own router. Like, seriously, get your own router. Like, the shit that you rent from your ISP, with some exception, like, I don't think I can unfortunately replace the one that I have, because I have Verizon Fios, so I don't think I can actually replace my router there. But yeah, replace your fucking router, dude. The ones you get from the ISP are absolute garbage. And it may actually end up saving you money on your bill, too. Because most ISPs, at least here in the States, I cannot speak for sure from Australia's perspective, but at least here in the US, you will typically be charged a rental fee every month for your router, or whatever equipment that you get. And if you can replace it with your own, then you don't have to worry about those fees. I would, but I don't own the router. What do you... Well, I mean, yes, like it's your ISP that owns it, right? So what... Routers supplied here free of charge. I mean, you should still be able to basically buy your own and hook it up. A lot of ISPs will you know, be stinky about it, like claiming stuff like, oh, you know, if you do this, like you know, like we won't support it or whatnot, but like they'll still give you support. They may be shitty about it, but they'll still give you support, and even then, chances are you'll need less support for it simply because the router will actually function properly. I forgot to put arm's length on my hotbar. GG. think by the art style of the game, this is Final Fantasy 14 or 15. This is, in fact, Final Fantasy 14. Also, welcome in, Zentra. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Thursday. Yeah, Nero's almost dead. There we go. Correction, then I have no control over which router is used, as I am not the one paying the bill. I am chipping in, of course, but the owner of the router won't allow third-party routers for some fucking reason. Ah. Okay, that's an entirely different issue. Unfortunately, I can't help with that. That's really shitty, and I'm sorry. I'm doing alright. Just went to a pizza buffet with my landlord. Ooh. Hope your landlord was paying. But pizza sounds good. Oh, pizza sounds really good, actually. You know, their pizza wasn't really all that good, but I kind of miss CC's pizza. Like, just being able to eat as much of you as you want of, like, completely bizarre pizzas. I kind of miss CC's pizza. We split the cost between us. Alright, well, that's fair. That's fair. I hope you had a good time. Like I said, pizza buffets are awesome. Now I want pizza. I have actually eaten today, but maybe I can convince my roommate to go get pizza when he comes home from work. One of the pizza buffets I miss is Shakey's. I've never been to a Shakey's. I've never even heard of a Shakey's. The only pizza buffet that I knew of was Cece's. What's food? Food is the thing that you put into your body to allow it to keep existing. I know. It's difficult to remember sometimes. I'm very bad about it too. Which, by the way, I actually have eaten today before anybody gets on my ass about it. I have, in fact, eaten. They even acknowledge that the router is crap, but it works for their use, so why replace it? Which infuriates me, as it feels like they are deliberately putting up with it just to piss me off. I mean, it may not be just for them to piss you off. Like, chances are they're just lazy, and since it works for them, they don't see a reason to replace it. Which is not a good reason, but that's more likely what's happening. There is apparently still one in California and one in Mississippi or Louisiana. Can't remember which of the two lower states. So yeah, nowhere near where I am. I'm on the east, like, I'm on the East Coast, like, on the coast. So, unfortunately, I don't think there'd be one anywhere near me. I haven't eaten because I've been feeling nauseous. That's valid. If you can, I'd say try to eat something light, like something like crackers or something, just so you have something in you if you can hold it down. Like crackers or bread or, you know, something along those lines. Because even if you're nauseous, calories are still good for you and can prevent you from having other issues being caused by blood sugar dropping. Because, trust me, blood sugar dropping is not fun. I have said nothing, yet how very glib. By what you're saying, you are in an area near Maryland or Tennessee. I am in Maryland, yes. Good guess. You know, I've been pretty open about the fact that I live in Maryland, actually very near to the DC area. And I'm very open about that fact because it is a very large city, so good luck finding me. But yeah, no, Maryland. There's a lot of good stuff here, don't get me wrong. But I do miss, like, some things that are, like, very regional. Because I used to live in Florida, so I do actually miss Publix. Purely because of some of the stuff that I used to get from there. You didn't have the southern accent, so I knew you weren't in the Carolinas or lower. Oh, trust me, I have a southern accent. I actively suppress it. I do not let my southern accent into my voice when I can help it, unless it is useful to me. In which, when I used to work at call centers, that was actually very useful. Because believe it or not, there's actually a psychological effect with different accents. If you have an American neutral accent, which is what I currently use, you are typically perceived as more intelligent. But if you have a southern accent, you're not only perceived as dumber, but more trustworthy, believe it or not. So when I used to work at a call center, I used to work tech support, like premium tech support, until it got turned into a sales job, and I'm still pissed about it. But when it came time to having to do the sales part of my job outside of troubleshooting, I would slip into that southern accent. And it actually made a notable difference on me being able to sell stuff. I hate the state I live in. The Midwest sucks. Midwest sucks. I'll agree with you there. Hello, Super Saiyan Gaius. You are going to die very quickly, but I do appreciate the fact that you went Super Saiyan just for me to fight you. Oh, I've got a cousin up in Wisconsin. One that I do not talk to, like, in the slightest. Oh, well. There is nothing to do in my state. Yeah, honestly, that's true of a lot of Midwestern states, unfortunately. There is just nothing out there. 2 to 3 on every corner, it seems, regardless of if across from a church or not. Well, I mean, of course. Just because it's a church does not mean that the clergy themselves don't drink. Let's be real here. Except for, you know, those rare instances where you come across, like, a dry county. Those are the actual worst. Like, not only are you stuck in, like, the most boring sort of area, but you can't even drink. Yum. Although, funnily enough, are any of you guys familiar with the one meme sign that said, like, you know, wine is cheaper than therapy? I actually used to live fairly nearby the store that had that and had it turned into a meme, and they have since immortalized it as a permanent part of their sign. I think I still have some pictures of it last time I was in that area. And I still think it's the funniest shit. Oh. Ugh. I'm a person who hasn't drank or smoked anything outside of communion. That's valid. And to be fair, like, 100% I respect people who choose, like, not that they're not going to get involved in drinking or anything, because there's any number of, like, reasons for it, including, like, just not wanting to. And that's very valid. That's something I am confused on. If it's a dry county, does that mean you are not allowed to drink, or is it to only buy alcohol? It means you can't. It means that people cannot sell alcohol within that county. So it is purely that. Oh, I might die. It is purely that you would have to go to a different county in order to buy alcohol. And it's really obnoxious too, because like you're not really preventing anything by having a dry county. Like literally people are just going to go to the next county over. It does not change shit. Hey yo. Thank you very much for the follow, Eden Koto. Oh, welcome to my lair. I hope you enjoy your time here. You heading out, Eden? Thank you so much for helping out. Thank you so much for tanking for us. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to hang out again, just let me know. I am in this game constantly. Alright. There's another fade over here we might be able to do. Don't want to cause, I don't know how I will act, and I've seen way too many instances of drunk driving and instances of people doing really questionable and had a roommate become so shit-faced that they mooned me before crashing in their room. Shit. Yeah, no, again, that's valid. Like, not wanting to drink because you don't know how you're going to react to it is fucking valid. Like, 100%. I think I've said this before, but I confused my Australian family around my birthday. Oops. And Christmas time as I don't drink. And they go, let's get Skulls a present, let's get them a slab of beer. Oh, right, he doesn't drink. Well, what are we going to do now? Yeah, no, that's valid. Wow, these things are beefy. Yeah. I do drink, but I'm very much somebody who's just like a social drinker. So I typically don't drink unless other people are. And even then, not too often, simply because honestly, sometimes it's fun being the sober one watching everybody else get drunk. And especially because sometimes you also need somebody who can have, you know, the steady hand for filming everybody else being stupid. I do in fact have many different videos of board game nights at certain friends' places where or people got like super fucking drunk while we were playing games, and we got them to do silly shit, and it was in fact the best. Legit, I have a bottle of wine from when I turned 18, because we cool in Australia and are allowed to drink at 18. Sitting in my fridge, getting disturbingly close to 10 years old now. Valid. Very valid. Here we go. Nice. Slowly getting up there for the free company. I always drink alone. I mean, you know, there's always people online to drink with. There is another one all the fucking way over here. Where are we meeting up at? Oh, right, we were going to go to a lower level. What areas do you have access to? Are you in A Realm Reborn, or are you in Heavensward content? Oh yeah, I should send, I should send them a friend request. Oh. Well, I'll send them a friend request next time. Because it looks like they logged off literally, like, right after leaving. Internet dying again, for fuck's sake. Oh no! One thing I have said to a few people is that I think the bar should make it mandatory for the patrons to drop off their vehicle keys before they start drinking, and the barkeep and the employees should reserve the right to whether or not the patrons are able to have their keys back to drive back. So I agree and I disagree on that. On the one hand, I do agree because, you know, the instances of people, like, getting into DUIs is very common in the US, like, a lot more common than it realistically should be. But on the other hand, I don't, because, like, people get belligerent when they're drunk, like, get angry drunk and want to fight people. And even if it is, you know, like, legally allowed for a barkeep to be, like, a bartender or a barkeep to be able to take somebody's keys, there is every chance that, like, somebody may try to fight them on it, which means that bars would have to invest in upgraded security. There would, like, bartenders, would probably have to have some kind of security training as well. Which is, you know, difficult to ensure, especially, depending on the kind of bar that you run. Because there's a lot of bars that will, employ college-age kids. And, you know, those getting trained for, like, security, they're, like, the insurance premiums for that bar are going to go way the fuck up because of it. So it's not really, like, feasible, even if, it seems like it would be a good idea. But also it could be used absolutely arbitrarily. It very much could be. So you'd have to have ways to guarantee that it wasn't being used, like, maliciously. You know, things like that. So it's a good idea in theory, but I don't think it's one that's actually practical. I think I just reached the end of Heavensward. Alright, so let's see. You know what? Let's see. We could either do the Dravanian Forelands or the Churning Mists. Oh, do something with the glasses? Alright. I don't remember which button I had the glasses set to. Whoop, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. There we go. There's the glasses. I forgot my hotkeys for a moment. Also, won't stop many people would just bring fake keys to drop in the box. Also true. Or they may just have their car keys separated from, like, any other keys that they carry. Because I know there's a lot of people who carry a ton of keys, and have them on, like, different clips. Do admit there are many flaws to it in theory and practicality, but it does sound good at least. No, I agree with you, like, 100%. I agree that that it does sound like a really good idea, and if there was a reasonable way to implement it, it might actually do some good. But the logistics of trying to implement it is the difficulty. Let's see. Do you have, Skulls, do you have flight in the Churning Mists? Because if not, we'll just do the Dravanian Forelands, because that'll be easier to run around in. I have a ring for my keys, and then a separate key that holds my car key, house key, and a flash drive with secret stuff. Fair enough. You have the Forelands? Alright. So we'll go around to, the Forelands then. Just confirm my idiot roommate is watching 3 streams on 3 devices. Damn. That's rough. Oh, where are you going? Stand still! I'm trying to click on you. Also, do I have you in the... Oh, wait, you're actually on this server. I can actually add you to the, to our free company. So you can get the benefits of being in Chomp. Oh, speaking of, I should go ahead and swap out our action from Earth and Water to the Heat of Battle. Oh. There we go. That'll also help you level up a little bit. I am a danger in this car. Can't even see over the wheel. I mean, you can. Just barely. Literally just see your head sticking out. Alright. Looks like there's a fate down this way. Pops into Lurk, leaving paint behind. Hello, Raven. Welcome in. You are more than welcome to Lurk. I appreciate all of my viewers, Lurkers included. I hope you're having a good Thursday. Are y'all gonna help me fight a chocobo? Fuck it. I'm gonna fight the chocobo! Let's go! Oh god. This chocobo is out-damaging me significantly. Fuck. Looked away for a second and you were gone. Yeah, I went... Ah! Thank you for the Betty Sal. Can't listen right now due to work, but hope you're having a great time in the hit MMO RPG, Final Fantasy XIV, now with extended free trial up to level 60, including the award-winning Heavensward expansion. Well, I know you can't really hear me, Sal, but thank you for the biddies, and I hope you have a good time at work. Okay, you're playing Red Mage. So if I kick the bucket from this thing, at least I know that you can save me. I both am and am not. I am painting and somehow gave myself some burning on my hands. Oh. I hope that's not like an allergy to the paint or something. Anyways, always mix your yellow paint, kids. Also true. Also true. Definitely mix your paint in general. But honestly, like, if you've got, like, burning on your hands, I really hope it's not, like, an allergy to something in the paint. I recently got myself a Switch and Pokemon Shield as well. Plan on getting another Switch around Christmas time, but this one with the nunchucks, and I plan on getting Arceus in an exercise game. Oh, Arceus and, like, Ring Fit Adventure? Hell yeah! Ring Fit's actually a lot of fun if you haven't played it. I highly recommend it. I have been tempted to do Ring Fit streams, but I have no real way to do them. I don't think, at least while keeping my tracking. I think they'd have to be like PNG streams. But I've been tempted to do them because, like, if I turned it into like some sort of short daily content, that might actually make me do them more. Let's see, what does this fate need? Ah, okay, we're killing these things. You know, it'd help if I actually level synced. I'm having to read and fight to figure out what my stuff does again. Valid, frankly. That is very much why, my stuff is set up the way it is. Because I was basically learning how to play this class again last night, and why my tooltips are turned back on. So that way I could actually read what the fuck they did. Especially because even though, like, Reaper is kind of built off of, Dragoon, like, it is different enough that I do really actually have to have my, hotbars set up differently. And knowing what each of my shit does is really fucking helpful. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have ideas for, like, stream stuff about. So Ring Fit is definitely one of them, especially because I know y'all like to hear me suffer. Hence why y'all like doing the ban word redeems. But also, words. But also, like, because of my ADHD, I'm really bad about remembering to do certain things, and working out is definitely one of those. Because I don't get endorphins from working out. It is just a thing that I know I have to do, but that doesn't mean my brain wants to actually do it, you know? So, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. Like, it'd probably be easier if I actually got, you know, the feel-good endorphins from working out. But unfortunately, the reward center of my brain is broken. So, you know, content might actually make me do it. Because I'll be honest with you as well, like, even with my inconsistencies with streaming, this is the most I've ever managed to actually stay consistent to a thing ever in my entire life. And that is absolutely bizarre to me. So not an allergy, my yellow separates, whatever is in there isn't good apparently. If you get the liquid that separates on your skin, you can get an acid-like feeling. Ah, I see. I've already washed my hands, so no bad damage, like peeling. It's still not fun. 2 out of 10 will do it again. You know what? That's very valid. So in Final Fantasy XIV, is there a build for tanks that would allow you to have all of the damage reduction or the HP regen? I will be completely honest, I don't know. That would be a good question for anybody in chat who mains tank. I am only actually learning tank for the very first time. I played DPS almost exclusively. Also, welcome in, Dove. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, welcome in, Cross. I see you. I hope you're having a good day as well. Go ahead and give this guy all the chocobo feathers. Oh, Jesus, he needs a lot of feathers. When it comes to RPGs, I tend to focus on one style over everything else, including spell damage type. I mean, again, that's valid. Like I said, unfortunately, I just can't really answer any questions about tanking in this game because I am only just now learning how to tank for the first time. Like, I have never tanked in an MMO ever, and I'm now learning how to do so. So, unfortunately, I have no clue. Oh, I see. We are choosing chaos today. That is valid. We should choose chaos every day. I'm gonna hop on and punch some shit, have a good stream. Oh, hell yeah! Let's go! But honestly, thank you for popping in, Dove. It is much appreciated and it is always good to see you. I think the next beefy character I make in an RPG is going to be named Arby's. You got the meats. Honestly, I could see that being a really good name for a Rogadian tank. Because the Ro are, like, super beefy. I kind of want to see that now. I kind of want to see a Rogadian tank named Arby's. I don't... I don't know why. Excuse me. I don't know why I find that idea so funny, but I find it hilarious. I don't like Arby's all that much, but I think their slogan just fits oh so well for a beef character. No, I agree. Granted, I do actually like Arby's. I eat at my local Arby's fairly frequently. Is it good food? No, not particularly. Is it still better than most other fast food here? Yes, 100%. But that's just fucking funny. There we go. Now we just basically gotta sit here and wait for the timer to go off. There we go. Now the... Oh, nope. 2, 1. Cool. Now we're good. And the banter snatches, fuck off. Oh, and Sand's doing a different fate. Even though I thought of it, I give you permission to make a character with that name for a tank stream. Nah, definitely go ahead and do that yourself. I have a, I actually have a tank, and they are named Annis Gremlin. Because they are a Lalafell, and thus a Gremlin. I have come to assist! Oh, well, I need a level sync first. And then I have come to assist. I do like how some of these fates are basically just world bosses. There we go. Nice. There's another one over here that's waiting to start. I really enjoy this remix of, Raktika Greatwood as well. Time to lurk as I'm going to be playing League now. Oh boy. Have fun with that. But thank you for the lurk and thank you for coming by. It was lovely chatting with you. Oh Jesus. Those are some big ass fucking fleas. Yeah, have fun with that, Zentra. The damn things will suck me dry. I mean, I imagine they fucking... I love the NPC dialogue for this, because it's just like, the damn things will suck me dry. And just like, yeah, I'd imagine they would. They're fucking massive. Like, bro. Those are some giant fucking fleas. What the fuck did you do? How the fuck are they in your hair if they're that big? Like, I understand you're a row, you're a big guy, but goddamn. Like, those fleas are almost as big as Skulls' character. Oh, hello, bear. I pissed off the bear. I mean, am I wrong? You're tiny. You're tiny and you know it. You're a tiny thing that packs a punch, but tiny. Are you wrong? No, but still, oi. That's what you get for bullying me. I bully back. God, these feats are so much quicker and easier when we've got more people. Like, trying to solo these takes so long, but with 3 of us on this, they take no fucking time at all. And then just some nice chill music to go along with all of the dragon murder. Speaking of, I need more dragons to murder. There we go. You know, every time I hear it, it doesn't matter if it's a remix or something else, like, the Endwalker theme just hits different, you know? Let's see, it looks like there's another one up to the northeast again. Slowly getting there. We're coming up at almost halfway to rank 6. Dragon murder sounds like something a dragoon would do more than a reaper. Hey, you don't know. Also, I will be right back. I actually have to use the bathroom really, really badly. Sorry about that. I am back. But yes, I am a... Oh. Think Insane lost internet. But yeah, no, I am a Dragoon turned Reaper. So, thus, dragon murder is still pretty normal. Where the... What am I having to fight? Oh, you. Understood. Oh. But yes, while dragon murder is very much a dragoon thing, I will still murder things. I will still murder things as Reaper as well. I switched connections because my dumbass roommate is throttling the fuck out of the other one. That's valid. Welcome back. I really can't wait till we hit rank 6 though. Like, I am super excited for us to be able to get a free company house. And only slightly because, you know, I want to have more than just my apartment to do interior decorating in. But like also, you know, with it as a free company, like, we get access to like a workshop within the house, and should get access to stuff like the submersibles and everything, which means we have ways of generating like passive guild income, which is really fucking awesome. And just like in general, it's kind of a cool thing. And on top of that, everybody who's in the free company can get a room inside of the free company house. Like, it literally just costs, I think it's like 500k? Yeah, 500,000 gil. And you get a house within the, or you get a room inside of the free company that you can decorate as you wish. And I think that's the coolest shit. You mean I can finally have a house for Nay? Yes. Yeah. Lisa, that's what we're working towards right now, is getting the getting up to rank 6 so we can put in for the housing auction that's currently going on, and then once we can do that, because there's a couple of plots that I've been looking at that I think we're damn near guaranteed to be able to get, just based off of like if people entered like the previous lotteries. And I've checked, like, people haven't entered in the lotteries for the plots that I was hoping that we'd be able to get anyway, so that also makes me very happy. Let's see. Do we have to go to Annex trying to get this? No, I think we can go through here to get to that. I think we... God, I hate this part of the map because I can't tell, like, where this stuff actually leads. Yeah, like, that does not actually lead up there. I don't know how to fucking get down to be able to get to that, but I think that I might have to go through there in order to do so. Blech. Yeah, I think if we go through here, we can get to it. Now we should have enough time to complete that. There we go. But yeah, I'm excited for y'all to be able to get, like, rooms to decorate and stuff, too. Because as far as I know, like, nobody in our free company, besides Kanatsi, who has, another free company he's in on his main, even have access to, like, a house or an apartment or anything. So this way, we all have, we actually all have our own spaces. And I think that's awesome. There we go. That is awesome. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. And it also means that, people who, you know, are part of the free company and, want a room, like, sooner than, you know, maybe, like, unlocking a lot of the, unlocking a lot of the housing stuff, like, would take normally, will have should actually have access to it. Though, I'm actually kind of curious, since I was interested in getting the house in Imperium in Ishgard, if it's going to be any problem for anybody who hasn't completed Heaven's Word to be able to access it. Or at least, you know, gotten to Ishgard. But I guess that is something we will have to figure out when we get to it. I want to say it shouldn't be a problem, because, like, there's people who have houses in, like, Gane, but I don't actually know, to be completely honest. I did not mean to hit sprint. Special Tarask Force screams in D&D. You know what, I'm just gonna teleport to Tailfeather. And then since y'all are in the party, you should be able to teleport with me. Because that's going to be easier than trying to fly all the fucking way across the map again. Special Tarask Force is a big world boss one. Fair enough. It's got 10 minutes on it, so we can always try hitting that one up, like, the next time it appears. But also, just in general, you say Tarask, and I scream in D&D. 10 minutes is not enough? Yeah, I didn't think so. Sometimes you can do those depending on, like, very quickly depending on your party makeup, but we'll just hit that one next time it appears. It is no big deal. Whoop. I was not paying attention. Ow. I do love how fighting these also gives me some practice with the ingress and egress abilities with Reaper. Because with Dragoon, I have my jump abilities, and then I have my leap away ability, which usually, like, leads to my death. So being able to, being able to do stuff like this is actually kind of cool, because I can practice with the timing for jumping in and out. Unless, you know, he decides to do it, like, within my, my timers coming back up, which is obnoxious. And it also helps me, like, better gauge the distances that I actually jump with them, too. Because, again, I'm used to the distances that I jump as Dragoon. These are significantly different. Let's see. Alright, we've got Stamp the Yard that just popped. So let's go ahead and head towards that one. And honestly, grinding fates with people is a lot more fun than it is by yourself. Because they take so much less time. There's less worry about getting overwhelmed by by like a lot of people. And you have people to talk to. Because, yeah, somebody who plays... Let's see, how is best to get to that? Because as somebody who plays, you know, DPS pretty much exclusively, like, getting overwhelmed by enemies is a pretty significant issue sometimes. So having people there, where you don't have to, like, worry about it as much is really nice. I'm really enjoying Red Mage. Red Mage looks like a lot of fun. I really want to learn Red Mage at some point. It just seems like a lot of responsibility, because Red Mage is basically, like, when you're doing, like, dungeons and raids and the, like, Red Mage being the one that, also helps, like, res people, it just seems like a lot of responsibility. Especially since I am smooth-brained as fuck sometimes. Which is why I main Dragoon. You don't get res until 62. I mean, fair enough, but, you know, still seems like a lot of responsibility. And I am intimidated by responsibility. Any healer worth their salt should be able to res normally without issues, but any help is good. I'm aware, but I'm also aware that there seems to be, like, some kind of attitudes amongst some healers where, because, like, I guess Red Mage gets, like, res, swift casted much easier in some cases, that, they will just, like, not focus on resing because, you know, the Red Mage can pick it up. And like I said, that sort of attitude that I've seen around is also kind of what worries me. Granted, I know if I say, like, hey, I'm new at this, am babby, like, usually that's not that big of an issue. But, you know, that does not stop Lizard Brain from being intimidated and going, responsibility? Oh, no! The way I see it, Summoner and Red Mage should only res if healers are dead. Fair enough. Honestly, like, depending on who you talk to in the community, everybody's got a different opinion on it, so... Here we go. Fate complete. Hey, I got a new ability. Arcane Circle. Hell yeah. It's gonna go over here with the... Whoop. That's not what I meant to do, but cool. I was just trying to move it into the buff stuff. But yeah, I also just in general haven't learned healer or anything adjacent to healer yet because responsibility. I figure once I get confident with tank, I can then, you know, harass people into teaching me healer. Because that's also definitely, like, one of those things where I don't want to learn doing heals via randoms. I would much rather go through that with friends, who can basically tell me if I'm doing something stupid. As a healer main, my priority res is tank to hopefully get enough breathing room to res others. That's valid. Yeah, I'll be honest, healer also just seems like a lot to pay attention to as well. And to be fair, it's probably not as bad as, like, it is in my head. At all. And, like, I kind of just need to do it, but... I figure, you know, I'm learning tank. That's enough for me right now. And I will go to learn, healer later. I honestly find tank a lot harder than healer. Fair enough, to each their own. As far as I'm concerned, like, I can pay attention to attacks and, like, to know when to pop cooldowns, because I already kind of have to do that as DPS, so I know how to avoid shit in, like, later game stuff anyway. Like, I can... Like, that's easy enough. And that seems like the only real thing that I'd have to pay attention to for tank that isn't something that I'd already have to do as DPS. Because I already have to worry about positioning. It's just different positioning for a tank. You know, and things like that. But I suppose we'll see, because, this will be the last week, I believe, that, my A Realm Replayed, collab is on hiatus. Because the whole reason why it was on hiatus in the first place was, one of our members, having, basically, like, classes and stuff that they had to get through. Let's do that one. Ladies first. But yeah, they had, like, classes and stuff to get through, and then they were visiting their significant other. Which is valid. So, since we're going through it, like, all together as, like, a dedicated light party, you know, obviously we can't do that without them. So, they should be getting back sometime this coming week. So we should be able to get back into doing that soon. And then I will get back into learning how to tank. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it too. Those people are a lot of fun to play with. Even if it does just end up being us mostly conversing amongst ourselves instead of chat, because it's, like, actually difficult to keep up with shit. It's still really good. And I hope it's entertaining for y'all to watch, too. Uh-oh, now I have randos to keep an eye on as well. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. And now I don't. Exactly! It's fine. Hearing voices. Oh, fun. Oh, y'all already taken off. Alright. I'm gonna see what this one is. My priority is, like, when going through these is always going to be, fates that I don't think I've seen yet. Because I'd rather see, like, the new interesting, content than, you know, stuff that I've done, like, a million times already. Even though eventually we will have done all of these, because there's only so many fates that spawn in an area. I want to do the Odin Fate so bad. I want to do it too. I just don't know when the fuck it spawns. I know there's a tracker for it, but I also, like, haven't really looked into it. But I really want to do the Odin Fate as well. I haven't had a chance to do it, like, ever. Where the fuck is this Fate? Oh, is it underground? Hate. I prefer the meta approach over the meta approach to games. Question mark? Spawns every few days, but also in the Shroud there will be a special weather effect when it's up. Oh no, I'm aware. And the, it spawns every 72 hours, roughly. Like, every 72, like, real-time hours. You know what? I wonder when the next spawn for it is going to be. After we finish this fate, I might check that. Because I'm actually kind of curious. Because, like I said, I know for a fact that there's a tracker on the internet for it. I've seen it a couple of times. But I know the timer also resets and isn't always consistent when the next time it'll appear is after patches. And usually by the time that I remember that it's a thing, it's usually near patch time. Meta, most effective tactic available. Meta, most amusing tactic available. You know what? That's valid. As long as said tactic is viable, I am 100% into that. I finally did the Behemoth Fate yesterday, and it was so fun. I haven't done Behemoth yet, either. I very much want to. Like, I love the idea of those, like, higher end, like, really difficult world boss kinds of fates. He taketh it with his eyes. Question mark? I want to do all the world boss fates. Same, honestly. Like, they seem like so much fun. Especially the Odin one, though. Like, taking on the face of the last player who got the killing blow on it, that is the coolest shit, and you will never convince me otherwise. Okay, I'm going to check to see when the next time Odin is supposed to show up. Let's see. Oh, is the timer no longer up? Because I actually can't find the timer. There's a link shell for it, but uh-oh. That's concerning. Well, then unfortunately, I have no idea. It looks like there's a link shell for it, but that's about it. And that makes me kind of sad because I very much do want to do the Odin fate, but I also like don't have the time to just like sit there and like randomly wait for it to spawn. Especially given the fact, oh, another one literally just popped up. Is it down in here or is it up above? Looks like it's up above. Cool. But yeah, I literally just don't have the time or patience to sit there and wait for it to come up, you know? I like how smug Naomi looks in this pose. It suits their personality. I will take your word on it. I did not see what pose you were in. This isn't exactly the most exciting combat music, but it's still nice. It's nice and chill. Good for brain dead. I still really want pizza after we were talking about pizza earlier. Like, damn, I am actually hungry now, and I ate before stream. Begone, bot! Ain't nobody want to buy viewers. Fuck that shit. I want real people in my chat. There we go. Ooh, another one just spawned down south from here. Sorry, was in combat. You're good, Yogi. I got the bot. Sometimes I like putting the banhammer down them on myself. Is fun. Telling the bots to fuck off is always fun. I mean, it is annoying when they show up in chat because, again, ain't nobody buying fucking followers or anything. Fuck off. But it's still fun. Whoop. Somebody's getting chased. Oh no! Oh, level sync, right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What the hell was that? Excuse you? Come back here. Did I tell you you could run away? I didn't fucking think so. Nope. Apparently, Odin becomes stronger when he is defeated, being one level higher next time he spawns and one level lower if the fate has failed. Makes sense. I said, I really want to do that fate. It sounds like so much fun. But I think it would just be such a cool thing to be able to get, like, the final blow on it, and then be able to get a screenshot of it looking like you the next time it spawns. Like, that's so cool. Alright. I think I am just about done for today, though, because I was already head empty, and now, like, I am even more head empty at this point. Brangleburr. So I think I'm probably gonna head off for, now. I'll probably be back on a little bit later. I know Ensan was wanting to grind mounts, and I need to grind mounts as well. So if anyone's interested in, grinding, the Stormblood dogs, we will be organizing that in my Discord server, later this evening. Otherwise, though, I am going to go ahead and see if there's anyone that I can send all of you lovely people over to. And I want to thank you very much for joining me, as always. It is lovely to talk to all of you. Let's see. There's a couple people on, but some of them I think may have just started. You know what? I know who I am going to send you to. I'm going to send you over to a new friend that I just made last time I was playing Deep Rock Galactic with Paradigm. The other person I was playing with, Wolfie. So, I'm going to send you over to them. Wolfie is a mute streamer. They speak exclusively through text-to-speech. So be nice to them if they take a little bit to respond to messages, but they are a very lovely person. I had a lot of fun playing with them before. But for now, again, thank you everyone who joined me, to Ensign and Skulls for hopping on and, running fates and roulettes with me. I will be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow I may actually just be a chill stream where I'm sitting there learning how to do Blender. Because some of you may know, I have done 3D art before. It's actually what I went to school for. But I learned Maya. I did not learn Blender. Blender is completely new to me. And it's been a lot of years since I've done 3D art properly. So, that's probably going to be what happens tomorrow. I'm going to learn how to make some low poly stuff for Tits so you can throw new things at me. Yay! And that should be at the normal time, right around 7 p.m. EST. But other than that, make sure that you eat something, drink something, take your meds if you need them, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye!